I'm David Cannadine, and when I'm not happily here in Berlin, I'm a professor of history at Princeton University, a visiting professor at the University of Oxford, and editor of the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography. And I write about modern British history, class, the aristocracy, the monarchy, towns and cities, and ceremonial. And I write about North America. In particular, I've written the life of a very rich financier, Andrew Mellon, who I'll mention again in just a minute. One of the things that I never expected to find myself doing was becoming interested in the world of philanthropy. I raised money when I ran the Institute of Historical Research in London and when I was president of the British Academy. And I'm a trustee of the Wolfson Foundation in Britain, which gives away money. And I've written about Andrew Mellon in his many different guises, one of which was that he gave the money and the pictures to establish the National Gallery in Washington. And so I've given money away, I've written about philanthropists, and I've raised money myself. And partly because of those interests and involvements, I've become particularly concerned about the Ford Foundation, which for much of its existence was the richest foundation in America, established in 1936 by Henry Ford I and his son Edsel. And following the deaths of Henry and Edsel, it was in 1950 already worth $500 million, which was a huge amount of money in those days. And through until the 1990s, it remained the richest American foundation and thus the richest foundation in the world. And today it's still one of the richest, though no longer at the top of the list. Over the last 4 years or so, I've been working with a team of research assistants in order to produce a history of the Ford Foundation. And I have 17 chapters, the total number of chapters in draft, and I'm spending my time here at the Wissenschaft, polishing them, revising them, altering them in various ways. It's a remarkable story, one story, but also perhaps more indicative than that, of the way in which the United States of America generates wealth in huge quantities and then thinks about how to give it away. And I'm trying in this book to give a full account of where the foundation's money came from and how they spend it, both in the United States and overseas as well. It's a global history. It's a history of the second half of the American century, and I'm having enormous fun with it.